Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. We're at Kita course, North Course here at Ebisu Circuit, and I have a very special guest. It's Okachan. Yay! Today, we're here to do the coilover like suspension setting. In Japanese, it's called ashi setting, which means the leg setting for the car. And I'm really excited. So we're gonna get Okachan's input today, get this car dialed and feeling good, and make sure it's up to his code because we're actually using some of his special coilovers, so it should be good. Arigatou gozaimasu, kyou. Hontou ni arigatou gozaimasu. お金? Okay, expensive money man.
These are the first 3 laps at North Course with the new setup of the car. The first couple laps are all about figuring out what gear the car wants to be in. You'll see that I'll start progressing from the inner line to the outer line, which is also known as the man line at North Course, because I find the right gear. And then from that point, we can start having fun.
Alright guys, I'm pretty stoked to be driving North Course with this thing. North Course is my favorite track. I've gotten thousands and thousands and thousands of laps here. So it's the course where I can figure out how a car feels very quickly. Big entries are really good for feeling suspension. Excited about how we have this car feeling. Still some room for improvement with some finer, like more adjustments, but it's so nice to drive now and it's fun to drive. Like actually fun. I feel like I can throw this thing anywhere and know where it's gonna go and control it no matter what. Before it was kind of just like well, let's see where we end up.
I wanted to throw in this footage of us doing some more testing at school course, and this was before we made a few more changes to the suspension, but you could really see just how much easier the car is to control and drive. Not only from the in-car footage that you saw of me driving at North Course, but also from the outside. You can see the car wants to self-steer more, it goes where it's supposed to, and even when I give it insane angle, it just hangs there. It doesn't bobble weirdly or any of the previous issues that we were having. I'm not fighting the car anymore.
今何馬力？
今1100。
1100？
はい。
本当に？
そう。 also got Mao. How many times have you won FD, Jay?
2位と3位だけ。
Oh, he's only done. 本当1まだできてない
去年ね。
去年。
6戦中3回表彰台乗ってるけど1番ない。
Oh, he hasn't gotten first place yet. Anyways, he's got a lot of trophies. He's a really good driver. So I'm going to let him drive right now. We've made it his spec with all the pillows and the cushions. We like double layered everything we can. So I think he'll be okay. And I'm going to sit in the passenger seat and we'll see how he goes.
それでいけるの？
Okachan, let's see if Okachan can reach the pedals.
これでもう普通に
ここ大丈夫？
つけても大丈夫。
大丈夫。ちょっと俺に変わって。
Okachan's been dying to drive this. いける？できない。
できるけど。
危ないね。
でも
もう
これでサポートできるからね。
そうですね。
じゃあ走ってみて。He's been dying to drive this thing. I promised him after the season I moved the seat forward and up for him so he could drive. Anyways, I'm gonna go sit in the passenger seat and Mal's gonna drive and tell me what he thinks. He's been wanting to feel the 10.1 compression ratio 3.6 because his comp car has the 8.8 compression ratio 3.6, and I told him I'd let him drive this and he can give me his feedback now that we've made all these changes. The car feels incredible. I cannot believe it. And Okachan's also just like, yep, car feels dialed. It looks like it's easy to drive. It's a lot easier to control from what he's seen too. So I think we've nailed this on the head now.
ちょっと入れれば平気。ちょっとって普通に4日かかって
マジいける
ちょっとこうなれば
じゃあ、クッション。はい。
すごいね。
身長でかいわ。日本人の中ではでかい方だからね。
saying the side brake needs to be fixed because it's too hard to pull to get the rears to lock up. So that's a good point. I guess I pull it a lot harder, so I didn't really notice it, but it's a good point.
This is Okada-san in the passenger seat. He's an FDJ2 driver. He's a close friend of Mao, and he asked me to take him out for a quick lap. We're back at the shop now, and today is prep day. We're preparing everything and packing it into the truck that we bring with us, as well as this is going on the loader truck. But I definitely wanted to make a change before we did that, which was a new master for the hydro. After Mal pointed out how difficult the handbrake was, I did notice that it did have a fair bit of play in there that I don't remember it having, and trying to bleed it and stuff. I also put softer, brand new pads in the rear for it, and it still didn't kind of take away the play. So I think the master's just developed some play. So I got a brand new one, and I'm gonna put this in now, but we've got to bench bleed this first before we put it in, so it's easy to bleed. And you can buy these pretty much anywhere. There's so many different variations of it. The fastest one that I could get was one from GK Tech, so that's what we got here, is one of their flux ones. So we're gonna quickly bench bleed this, and I figured it's something I haven't shown before, so it's a good thing to show you guys. All you wanna do is grab your brake fluid, grab your master, do this over an oil drain if you can, otherwise you're gonna make a mess, and you don't want brake fluid anyway, because that stuff eats through everything. I'm gonna fill up, not the whole way, but most of the way, the reservoir, and then just gonna pump it. Nice and slow. Oh, it's stiff. That did not just happen. That just happened. So, yeah, bench blade. Now, I've got to clean brake fluid off my face and everywhere that just went. Damn it, SAMMIT moment. All over the car, all over the chaser. Yeah, look at it, everywhere. All over. Dude, that brake fluid went far.
Yeah, it's right here too.
Yeah. It's a typical day.
And here.
Yeah, everywhere, man. Hit down a bit. Well, now we're good. I take off the rubber boot too, so that if anything ever goes wrong, because sometimes these pistons can pop out with the little C-clip. You want to be able to fix it fast. It's better to just not run the boot at all if you're running it in a comp car. That's at least what I find. So now, this is bench blade. My face still has brake fluid on it, but we'll be okay as long as we cleaned it off the chaser. We're gonna switch it out with the one that's in here and try and not make a mess. Another thing I really want to do is go away from the 350 mil and change to a 340 mil. The 330 was too small. The 350 I feel like is a little too big. I think a 340 might be the perfect sweet spot, but we'll see. See if I can get one. If we can, I'd love to test it, but that'll probably be for next round. It'll give me a bit more space too for the e-brake and the shifter and whatnot. Look how sad this dude is. Oh yeah, tons of play. Ooh, interesting. Hey Tatsu, you know China?
What about it?
Trying to get these nuts in your mouth. Ah. Something I'm gonna add to this after this round, so I'm gonna cut into this line here. I'm gonna mount just like a little ball valve, check valve here. That way I can pull it and then turn the check valve, and then that'll keep the pressure to the rear calipers, and it's essentially my handbrake for parking the car. Right now we just leave it in first gear, or we use like a ratchet strap off this, but I think that's what's been damaging it, is the constant pressure being held on it for a long time while transporting the car on the tow truck. So I think if we put a ball check valve here, that'll solve that issue, and we'll have a working handbrake too, which will be cool, kind of baller. We're pretty much done. We got the line put on, torqued. We can pretty much bleed the system now, which is awesome. Already has pressure too, which means this is going to be easy to bleed because we did the bench bleeding, and then we disconnected the line, introduced a little bit of air, so we just got to push that bubble out, and we're going to be mint. And the difference is wild. There's no play whatsoever, so that definitely was a thing. Quick pineapple update, everybody. We have another one growing right now. Look how cute that thing is. It's kind of nice. And the one that we just had is growing there. The OG. This is actually the OG one, so this will be the final pineapple that this thing can grow. And then this one's recovering from one that it just gave birth to. Definitely looks a little postpartum. Anyways, but yeah, it'll bounce back in another 12 months or 6 months. That thing will pop out another one. But yeah.
It's not bad. Our goal is to buy one of these trucks, but for the time being, we've been renting a bunch of them. Otherwise though, I'm super stoked on this one. This is the first time we got a 2-ton long. So usually the truck we get kind of like ends right here, but we get an extra almost like 2 meters, and we grabbed one with a power gate. The main reason for this is, well, it makes life 1,000 times easier to load stuff, heavy things like, you know, 200-liter drums of ethanol, as well as our huge new SP Tools cabinet. So tons of stuff that we can just go straight in there. You get the gist of it. But yeah, I've kind of just been trying before I buy because I didn't really know what size would be perfect. This is also a little wider too, and the space is actually pretty awesome in here. In Japan, after doing a little bit of research, it seems like you can get these trucks fairly cheap with a lot of miles on them. For example, my loader truck, Old Faithful, that thing has done over 800,000 kilometers. It's got like a 4-liter diesel in there, turbo diesel, and it just keeps chooching. We've only had, since I've owned it, I've rebuilt the diesel pump once and changed the turbo once, and we've never had a single issue with it. So I don't really mind if we get another older truck that's done a ton of miles, as long as it's got a good like bed or, you know, box on the back of it, because it's just a box truck, right? But you can get them crazy cheap, like 600,000 kilometer one. Let's say it was an old refrigerator truck, so it still has a refrigerator unit on it, but you just switch that off. You can get that for like 2K USD, which is ridiculous. And then there's a, you know, the other models without that. For some reason, the refrigerator ones are cheaper, I guess because they're heavier and maybe less fuel efficient with the aerodynamics at the top or something. I don't know, but for some reason they're cheaper. Anyway, it's starting to rain really loud, so it's about to get really, really loud. You guys watch this video. I'm sure you can tell just how better the car handles and drives from the inside cabin view. Having Okachan give me a ton of advice. We're using his coilovers in the car right now. A combination of some really interesting stuff, but the car feels incredible. Can't thank him enough. The Silvia God himself made sure that we had that thing feeling really, really good. And then I also had Mal drive the car because he's an incredible driver. He's gotten to the podium multiple times. He's driven a lot of cars. He competes as well in D1. So it was just really good to get his input on the car and him confirming that, yes, the car does actually feel good now and he thinks it drives good and it's easy to control. I honestly don't know how I've been driving that car compared to how it drives now. It's ridiculous. Feels like the Chaser and my SR S15 all in one right now, and I'm really excited. This is the first time maybe I've been this excited to drive in an FD round with this car. I'm stoked. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Anything that you noticed in the video that you think I should be looking at or address or anything like that, let me know in the comment section. I'm excited for this weekend. Can't wait to see what we can do. The weather though is not looking good. It looks like it's gonna be consistently rain, which is better than the last round. All of practice was dry, and then the moment qualifying started, it rained. But if it rains all through practice and rains for qualifying and the competition, then it's everyone's on the same level field and we all know what we're dealing with and our cars are set up for it. But even if it does rain all weekend, I'm not fussed. The main thing is I just want to get more seat time in this car with it actually feeling good. Thanks again, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.